Hey guys, what's up? It's Hayley. Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're seeing my face, I'll wait. You can go down there and subscribe. Still waiting. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is what my friend Rachel and I are calling the YouTuber tag. So basically, we looked on YouTube to make sure that this wasn't really a thing, and we couldn't find any similar videos to what we wanted to do. So we created an original tag together with, I believe, 11 questions, and what we are doing is really showing off our fangirl side for other YouTubers, and basically what we're doing is talking about our experience with YouTube, our favorite YouTubers, and events that we've gone to that have to do with YouTube. Yeah, you can cringe with me. It's a real fangirly moment for us here. But since we all share the same love for a YouTube community, I assume you do since you're here right now, we decided to make a fun tag, and that's what we're going to do. So all of Rachel's information for her channel and her Twitter will be down below. So with that, let's go into the video.
I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this.
The first question of the tag is the first YouTuber that you ever got into. And I honestly don't really remember. I think I started watching YouTube around sophomore year. The earliest that I remember watching were people like Mia Stammer when Mia and Alex were together. I remember watching their vlogs. I did like PewDiePie. I'm not like a big gamer, but I did like him. I thought his accent was fascinating. MagCon boys. My friend Sharon, who also has a YouTube, a lot bigger than mine, she's awesome, but she and I were friends in high school, and we were both super into like the MagCon boys when they all had YouTube channels and that kind of thing. So they were initially like what really got me into watching YouTube, and then like my first YouTubers were Mia and PewDiePie, and then it just rolled on from there, and now here I am making videos for you. So our second question in the tag is, what are your favorite vloggers? And I never thought there'd be a time where I would be saying that I'd be so obsessed with other people's lives, but I love vloggers. So some of my favorites, I really like Alfie and Zoe's vlogs. Alfie Days from Pointless Vlog, I assume everybody knows who he is. I really like Remy Ashton's vlogs, the way she films them. It's really cute, and her introduction in the beginning, I love them too. Who else? Oh, Danielle Carolyn, I really like her vlogs. And it's super funny because I like watching them because I'm from Tampa, so every time she goes somewhere in Tampa and it's like in the vlog, I get super excited. And she seems really sweet, but we've never met. So those are some of my favorite vloggers. Our third question for the tag is, who would be your first YouTuber that you would go to binge watch on a rainy day? Probably any that I just named. I really have to catch up on Remy's. Maybe any of the makeup artists. Like, it just depends like who I'm behind on. So number 4, the question is, who is your favorite music YouTuber? And at first, the first person I thought of was Alex Iono, and then I'm like, oh my god, I don't watch any other music YouTubers. But then I was like, Connor Maynard is kind of like a YouTube guy, right? So Connor Maynard, I also really like his music. Of course, I watch Jack Maynard and like, you know, all those other Brits. I love all of them. I love all their vlogs too. So number 5, the question is, who was the first YouTuber that you met? What was the experience? And like, where did you meet them? And the first people that I can actually remember meeting, it was when I was like obsessed with MagCon. It was Jack and Jack, if you count them, and like Carter Reynolds. I also met like Sean O'Donnell, Jake Miller that day. I met like a bunch of people that day. So my family and I took a trip to Miami. We go on like family trips every summer, and I think it was like junior year of high school. We took a trip to Miami, and we stayed at a hotel near the Fontainebleau, and that weekend happened to be like the iHeartRadio pool party, which we had no idea was going on. So of course we like went into the Miami by the pool area, and like my dad like forced me to take pictures because I was like freaking out, all these like famous guys around me. So that was a really cool experience. So our 6th question in the tag is, how long have you been an avid YouTube watcher? And like I said it earlier, probably freshman, sophomore year of high school, not a junior. Freshman, sophomore year of high school when me and Sharon became close. she's always had a YouTube channel for as long as I've known her, and because of that, like, because we both like to watch YouTube and she also makes videos, like, that's what really super got me into watching YouTube to begin with. So our 7th question is, what inspired you to create your channel? And I honestly feel like putting out content that I love, that I'm proud of, talking about like music and things that make me happy, could make everybody else happy too. It could also help people discover like artists that they've never heard of, and like just to see that like YouTubers are real people also, and like we all have like lives, we all do things in our daily lives, which is why I like to put out vlogs, because I think it's really cool for you guys to see my lives, and the fact that you guys like them is really cool. I really thank you for liking my vlogs, because that's really exciting to me. But to just put out content that someone else could relate to, that someone else could like. Number 8 is, who would you like to meet the most? I'd actually really like to meet Bethany Moda, because she's really like, motivating. She's really inspiring, and she's really sweet, I feel like. So I'd really just like to give her a hug, and I'd also really like to give Lord DIY a hug too. Number 9, YouTube conventions. Have you ever been to a YouTuber convention? If so, which one? And if not, which ones would you like to go to? So 2 parts to this answer. I have been to Playlist Live twice now with Sharon, and the first year was really overwhelming. The second year I'm like, wow, I'm way too old for this. But it was a lot of fun to like walk around, meet content creators, talk about them, and relate to so many people over, you know, the main platform being YouTube. There are other platforms. There was Vine when I first went, but there's now like YouNow, and there's everything, and it was just really cool to connect with all the people there. Maybe next time I'll go as a content creator. That would be super cool. That's like my hope for the future, that I could attend one of those events as a creator and not just a guest. I would really like to go to VidCon. Like, I'd be fine with going as a guest. That would be super cool too. Number 10, your favorite overall thing about YouTube. Just the platform. Like, I know that nowadays there's like a lot of negativity on YouTube, and the space wasn't always so negative. Like, people used to be more supportive and commenting like nicer things than they do now, but I still feel like it's a good platform to reach people on. Number 11, our last question, is there any content that you thought, is there any content that you never saw yourself watching and that you watch now? And I actually said, yeah, there are vlogs, and I never thought that I'd be. When I first heard of vlogging, I was like, ew, who wants to watch other people's lives? Like, I have my own life to live. But then I just started watching other people's vlogs, and it's like really cool to live like vicariously through what other people do. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you liked this original tag. Again, I will put all of Rachel's links down below because she also did the same tag. If you guys have a YouTube channel, I really want to see your answers to these questions, or you could even just leave them down below. That would be cool too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. Have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!